So we're just exploring this new master storytelling toolkit, which has 6 core tools to help you build powerful meta-narratives for social and environmental change. And one of the tools that are in this toolkit is the classic hero's journey. So why do we need the hero's journey toolkit, and what does it do? Well, when it comes to creating positive change in our world, we don't lack intelligence, but what we do lack is wisdom. And that's why, if we are to understand human motivation, we need to draw on deeper wisdom narratives if we are to create meaningful change. No storytelling toolkit would be complete without the hero's journey. In fact, the hero's journey is probably the most famous meta-narrative there is. We use it in films and storytelling all the time, and we know it works. It resonates with us. And it comes out of research from Joseph Campbell, who looked at the resonating patterns of different myths over time. There is so much wisdom to be found in this meta-narrative, and we could spend weeks unpacking and going into detail on it. But the problem today is that we have turned the hero's journey from an implicit meta-narrative that has a deep spiritual foundation into a storytelling formula, a tool towards utility or towards profit. It is why we see the hero's journey being used in marketing to create profit. The purpose in which we engage with this changes the nature of the thing itself. So if we use the hero's journey for profit, this becomes a form of extrinsic purpose. We use this to manipulate audiences to do something, to buy goods or services. When we change the deep nature of the hero's journey, as we do in marketing, it loses its transformational power and just becomes another marketing toolkit. There are so many bad movies out there, for example, that adopt the hero's journey methodology, and yet these stories fail to resonate in any meaningful way. And the reason why is not that the hero's journey meta-narrative doesn't work, we know it does, is that we're trying to use a hero's journey with the logic of the left hemisphere. We turn it into a formula. We use it to entertain, not transform, or ask anything deeper from our audiences. This changes its nature. For example, in modern movies, we now have shifted from the hero dynamics found in ancient myths to the superhero. The superhero draws their power from outside themselves, externally. Spider-Man from the spider's poison or infection, Iron Man from technology, Superman from his alien powers, and so on. Most of these stories carry an underlying narrative of redemptive violence. We create order by defeating the enemy. The original myths did the opposite. The hero was someone who didn't draw from outside themselves, but from within. These stories carry an underlying narrative of redemptive suffering. In fact, you can say that the hero is someone who suffered well and was transformed by that suffering. Wow, this is all very interesting from an academic point of view, but what's this all got to do with our work towards creating positive change in the world? Well, it is to look again at this deep underlying motivation dynamic that we have reversed in everything we do. In modern marketing techniques, we show how we can take away suffering by buying the latest upgrade, latest purchase, that our lives will somehow be better. And that's marketing. Restoration comes externally through a product or service. Storytelling is the opposite. In storytelling, the true nature of all good stories are to show how suffering is necessary and that the hero is transformed through that suffering, after which the hero begins restoration through this transformational process. This is what draws us to the higher stages of the motivation continuum, awakens our higher values and connects us to a higher purpose. This is the difference between the marketing paradigm, where we avoid suffering, and the storytelling paradigm, we transcend suffering. This is how this toolkit, in the right context, using the right flow state, can offer some profound insights on how to motivate audiences towards positive change. And there's so much to unpack here. How to use different flow states when using the hero's journey, and how to create a powerful meta-narrative for meaningful and lasting change. And it's all here in this toolkit and in our specialist training programs. To find out more, check out our Master Storytelling training or check out our website for more details.